Spooky, scary skeletons. I just did the spooky, scary skeleton tag. And now I'm doing the scariest things tag. I'm reading through the questions now so I can have an idea about what to say. Basically, the first question is scariest real life experience. I was babysitting, and when the kids went to sleep, it was 10, 11 at night. I was reading a book. I don't remember which book I was reading. It was the middle of the night, as I said before, and when I was reading, I started hearing noises, and it wasn't the kids. They were asleep. The dog was asleep, and I was totally freaked out because the noises were coming from the kitchen. It was mostly the fridge and banging on wood and stuff, and it totally freaked me out. I didn't tell the parents that I heard anything because they probably wouldn't have believed me, because I was 15, 16 at the time. So who believes in 15-year-old? I was never good at babysitting that house again, and then they moved to a different house, and I'm like, finally, I won't go in that house ever again. The next question is scariest paranormal experience. I'll go with the same one that I just did. Have you ever known anyone convicted of a violent crime? No? Are you afraid of the dark? Why or why not? I used to be afraid of the dark. I still kind of am. I have to admit it. And I'm afraid of the dark because you don't know what's gonna happen. You could trip and fall on your face in the dark, as far as I know. The next question, does your hometown have any scary stories or legends? Let's look this up, because I don't know. There is a killer in Wisconsin. I forget his name though. He was on American Horror Story Hotel. Halloween legends and lore at Old Wisconsin. Really? It's a ticket for an event. What the heck? Folklore. Here we go. Haunted Christmas. One Short. Paul Bunyan and the Logjam. Round River Drive. The Barn Dance. Ooh. The Barn Dance. A Wisconsin ghost story. Retold by S.E. Schlosser. As I drove down a seemingly endless dark road, I cursed my friends. A quaint little bar in the middle of nowhere, they said. Well, they got that right. There was not one blessed sign of civilization anywhere to be seen. Just then, I caught a glimpse of a lighted barn on down the road. Civilization at last. I slowed down and pulled up to the round barn. My headlights caught a number of wagons, carriages, and buggies parked beside it. They were having an old-time barn dance, I thought, as I pulled in and made my way to the door. The party was in full swing as I stepped through the large barn doors. The center of the barn was filled with swirling dancers dressed in the costumes of yesteryear. These folks had gone to a great deal of trouble to recreate an authentic barn dance. A large bearded chap clapped me on the shoulder in greeting and handed me a mug of beer. I took a sip and then gulped it down eagerly. It was the best beer I'd ever tasted. Then a dark-eyed beauty grabbed me by the hand and pulled me out onto the dance floor. I was flying high, dancing and drinking and singing along. Around midnight, the band took a break and I stood with my new acquaintances before a table lined with drinks. Give us a toast to the night, giggled my inebriated beauty. To a delightful night, I said loudly. Good fortune and long life to everyone present. The crowd went silent when they heard my words. The stillness grew, flowing outward like a wave, until you could have heard a pin drop. As I glanced uneasily about me, I saw the skin slowly peeling away from the merry faces, until all that remained were bone-rotting skin and staring eye sockets. The girl in my arms was nothing but a skeleton in a moldy blue dress. With a gasp of horror, I dropped my mug and leapt away from the skeleton. The mug hit the floor with a loud bang, and the lights went out. I screamed in terror and stumbled backward, slamming into a damp, foul-smelling pile of hay. I frantically tried to find my way to the door. As my eyes adjusted to the darkness, I spotted the barn doors across the hall. I rushed toward them, withered and bony hands grabbing at me as I ran. Then I was out in the moonlight and racing to my car. I leapt into the car and backed down the lane as fast as I could go. My headlights caught the dilapidated barn with half of its roof missing and walls saying inward. I slammed the car into gear and drove as fast as I could. Somehow I found the way back to my home and spent the remainder of that restless night sleeping with the light on in my bedroom. To this day, I have no idea where I was. I heard later that folks in Vernon County sometimes hear strange music drifting over the hills at night, that no one can identify its source. In my mind, I can still see the bright, happy faces of the ghostly farmers dancing the night away in a rotting old barn. Wisconsin ghost story, you guys. What is your favorite urban legend? I don't have one. What is your scariest nightmare? That's a hard one. Scariest nightmare would be me and my mom were in a barn, and it was a really windy day, well, night, and it was so windy that the barn doors flew open, in came a hurricane, and there went my mom in a little gust of wind. I'm like, Mom, come back! I need my mom. We all do. So that's the end of my scariest thing tag. It was a pretty scary one, actually. The barn story and ghost houses, and I'll leave the questions in the description box, so if any of you have better answers to these questions, like, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Paranormal experiences and nightmares and legends and stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye.